bringing you tomorrow's news today. Paul McDermott, Mikey Robbins, Claire Hooper, Cal Wilson, Akmal, Sammy J, Randy, Tom Gleason. Good news, world. Trust us. We're on television.
Good evening, I'm Paul McDermott, and this is Good News World. Coming up tonight, top secret details of President Obama's visit found in a gutter near Parliament House, and it turns out those details were spot on. Arrive in Canberra, kiss Prime Minister, sing Some Enchanted Evening to the lower house, kiss Prime Minister, waterboard Bob Brown, kiss Prime Minister, leave Canberra, remove lipstick, ask, what was all that about? We agree to sell uranium to India, but only if they use it in ways that are 100% safe, like Japan did in Fukushima. The leaders of Italy and Greece stepped down to allow the European economy to collapse more smoothly. Facebook is hit by a wave of hardcore porn. Finally, something worth liking. Feel the wonder. A new app is released that acts as a Geiger counter. If you hold your iPhone up to your ear, it'll tell you how much radiation you've accumulated from holding your iPhone up to your ear. State schools in Victoria literally falling down. All students encouraged to take woodwork. We speak to an Israeli magician who picked up the wrong hat and pulled out a rabbi. Australian prostitutes call a 24-hour strike, demanding more buck for their bang. After poor yields due to years of drought, flooding and salinity, old MacDonald has to sell his farm to cover what he EIEIOs. China warns that the establishment of a US base in Darwin means Australia could get caught in the crossfire. Crossfire? Is there something they're not telling us? Are we at war, but it's in Darwin, so no one knows? Is Darwin the price we as Australians will pay to secure our freedom? Bargain. Let it go. Churchill would have let it go. He said, let it go, Darwin. Let it all go. And by tweaking a gene, scientists in Switzerland create super mice with double the normal muscle strength. Apparently the experiment was funded by a company that makes riot gear for cats. It's all part of a long-term plan to cure disease and reverse climate change. Step 1, breed super strong mice. Step 2, get them to cure disease and reverse climate change. The muscle mice are so well oiled, they don't squeak at all. If the effect can be replicated, the scientists think it could be used to help the elderly, because what the world really needs is hyper-buff geriatrics. Yeah? Yes, one old woman clapping. Senility and the strength of 10. What could possibly go wrong? The question is, why do we spend so much time and money building a better mouse? We've got fitter, faster, leaner, smarter mice. Mice that are uncommonly sexually attractive. Mice that can smoke 50 a day. Mice that can grow ears on their backs. Mice that can go into space. Why don't we try all this on fat kids? And that's the good news from your world.
Fair go coffee. Not only does it taste great, it's the only coffee that comes with your very own Colombian and the full flavour of freedom.
Hola!
With every 1 kilogram packet, not only do you get 200 cups of rich, full-bodied coffee, but you're also helping us make the other companies look like they're trafficking in human misery to fatten the coffers of the rich. That's right. It does feel good to be free. Fair go coffee. The other companies would rather beat kittens to death.
Huge stories happening all over the good news world this week, so we cross now to our team of global correspondents. First up, Mikey Robbins in the Italian Parliament. Rocket, Mikey! Rocket!
Hey,
Swing
Paul.
those hips, Mikey!
Look at me move! Oh, I've done one. Still waiting for Berlusconi to pick up his stuff here, Paul. Oh, it's only fruit juice.
Claire Hooper in Afghanistan.
Tony Abbott's secret visit was such a success last week, they're trying to get him back. The Taliban say they'll be ready this time.
Tom Gleeson in Canberra.
Doctors have been flat out since President Obama's visit. There have been an epidemic of chapped lips, brown noses and sucked holes, and it may take weeks to get those seats in Parliament House dry.
Cal Wilson in New Delhi.
Scenes of wild rejoicing here as India learns that Australia's going to sell them uranium. Wait till they find out that every tonne comes with a free refugee from Malaysia.
Mikey Robbins from the future.
Yes, Paul, it's good to be here in the future. It took a while, but scientists have finally made the breakthrough we've all been waiting for. Beer in pill form.
What?
Beer in pill form. And it's even better if you wash it down with a beer.
They have a name for that yet?
Yes, Paul, it's called Pilsner.
Claire Hooper in Rome.
Italy is in crisis. Unpayable debt, economic collapse, severe austerity measures and the dumping of their Prime Minister. Yep, even after 2,000 years, the Romans are still copying the Greeks.
Tom Gleeson in Victoria.
A strike by underpaid chicken processors has caused total chaos here. If your definition of total chaos is not having some chicken.
Cal Wilson in Canberra.
Tony Abbott has now pledged to ditch the carbon tax but keep the compensation and rescind the mining tax but keep the increase to superannuation. He's also promising to fix the global financial crisis, put a rainbow around every homeless person and make unicorns compulsory. Hooray!
Thank you, Tony. Mikey Robbins, bludging.
Oh, I'm not bludging, Paul. I've just started the Occupy the Couch movement. Nap on, my lazy brothers.
Claire Hooper in New York.
Starbucks is closing the toilets in many of its outlets, but that shouldn't be a problem if you order your coffee in grande or venti size.
Tom Gleeson in London.
Julian Assange claims to be receiving no help from the Australian government. Julie Gillard says she wrote a secret cable saying sorry. Surely you would have found it by now.
And Cal Wilson in Brazil.
A popular tourist beach has been invaded by thousands of flesh-eating piranha who are guaranteed to give you a Brazilian you'll never forget.
And now here's Sammy J and Randy with the entertainment news.
Kyle Sandilands admits his sizzling sex life with hot models is empty and unrewarding. And according to the models, so is his scrotum.
I'd put it at 23% Kyle Sandilands haters in the audience tonight.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
On those.
And 72% scrotum lovers.
Yeah, 3 of whom are willing to clap and a bit that they are
Scrotum,
lovers.
yeah! Yeah, scrotum!
Kate Winslet says she shakes her butt at her 10-year-old daughter to promote a healthy body image.
Would you do that for me?
Shake my butt?
Yeah.
Depends how bad your body image was.
I think I'm fat.
Okay, well, I'm sorry you feel that way.
Shake your bottom.
Randy, my bottom can't do anything for your body image. Only Kate Winslet's bottom has that power.
I'm fat, shake it!
Fine.
Shake it! No, that's not it! That is not a shake!
What?
That's like a grind. That's not a shake.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Shake it! Shake it!
People at home are watching this.
What have we become?
SBS? What the fuck is
What
this?
have we become? Really gone off the rails.
Jennifer Lopez is dating one of her backup dancers, which explains all those warm-up exercises they're doing together in bed. naked, in various positions, until they fall asleep in each other's sweet, tender embrace.
How's your telescope going?
Just bought a new lens.
Nice.
The Twilight film has been reclassified from MA 15+ down to M.
The producers realised if 12-year-old girls weren't allowed in, no one would ever see it.
I love that film, and I'm not a 12-year-old girl, so...
Yeah, but you've got the body of a 12-year-old girl.
It's rough, man. It's
Sorry.
really low.
Canadian crooner Michael Bublé has publicly mocked Kim Kardashian, instantly providing him with the headlines he so desperately needs to flog his bland Christmas album.
Bublé called Kim a bitch and dropped the F-bomb in front of his fans, landing him in serious trouble. Wow!
Yes!
Oh, come on. Sorry.
I'm not good with the depth perception.
I know,
keep telling
it's
you
good.
that. Weird.
Yeah. And first pictures are released of Meryl Streep playing Margaret Thatcher.
Followed by pictures of Michael Jackson playing Macaulay Culkin. Like an oboe!
And that's the entertainment news.
I love it. It's always a pleasure, you know that.
Yeah.
And now, with his cosy look at the world of good news, it's time for Tom Gleeson with Storm in a Teacup. This is quite an extraordinary pot you brought in this week.
Its days are numbered.
What has caught your eye this week?
You know what I haven't been enjoying is the news.
Well, who does? Who
No,
enjoys
I
them?
just don't like the TV news. I don't like how they always have polls now. You know what I mean? They always have a poll. Oh, go to our poll because we want to see what you think. No one gives a shit what you think. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a poll on the news, it's just so boring. Oh, quick, go to the poll. We've got a poll tonight. We're going to see how many people like the carbon tax. Oh, 67% of people in our poll said they don't like the carbon tax. It's not 67% of everyone. It's 67% of people who are so bored with your news that they left the TV, turned on their computer, went to your website and then voted. I mean, that's what it is. It's like people who don't even enjoy your news service anymore. I mean, I'm telling you, if you work in TV, you should not be reminding people how much more entertaining the internet is, which it isn't.
Well, I might just take that away then.
I just don't like people reminding everyone about how good the internet is when they're on TV. Like, what about all these TV shows now that are always saying to people, get on Twitter, go on Twitter, tell us what you really think. What you're really saying is your TV show is so not entertaining that you need to be distracted to enjoy it. That's like me at a stand-up comedy show just going, hey, audience, chat amongst yourselves.
Well, you're in fine form tonight.
Yeah, sorry, I just get a bit worked up about it.
That's all right, mate.
I don't like Twitter. It sort of really annoys me. They always get on there. You know what? Join the discussion at #WhoGivesAShit, because I don't. You know what I reckon we should do? Let's have a poll. Let's have a poll. And the poll is, are polls boring? And 100% of people think that they are. But you know how many people were in the survey? 1. It was just me. And I agreed with myself.
Whoa. Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa. That was a bit full on. That's what my laptop normally looks like when I'm finished with it. White stuff everywhere.
This one managed to survive, that's good.
Yeah, I forgot to smash it.
Yeah.
Maybe you should smash it.
No, I'm all right.
You sure? Come on, I know you want to. You always see me smash a teapot and you get jealous. Go on.
I keep this, that's too special. That's too special to break.
Oh, this is good. Oh, look at him go.
I can't, I don't know if I can do this. Can I do it?
Yeah, go on.
I love it! I love it, it's free! It's good, free! It feels good! Yeah!
just said it wouldn't happen.
We sure did.
But I've been preparing for this my whole life.
Really?
Yep. The inaugural Australian Kilt Lovers Festival. A whole weekend of haggis, bagpipes and bonny lasses.
Ah.
What did you think I was talking about?
The apocalypse.
Holy shit! This is it, Randy. It's the end of days.
Oh, you're such a drama queen.
Mother Nature is raining her unrelenting fury down upon mankind.
I'm sure it'll blow over.
Randy, have you seen the movie Armageddon?
No.
Deep Impact?
No.
2012?
No.
The Day After Tomorrow?
Negative.
The Omega Man?
No.
War of the Worlds?
No.
Well, lucky for you, I'm completely prepared for this exact scenario.
Really?
Yep. I rented them all on DVD. Disaster movie marathon! Wow! Run!
Quick, hurry, Elijah Wood!
Don't let the wave ensconce you!
He's not going to make it!
I love a cliffhanger!
What was that?
I never told you this, but our house is built on a fault line. That's why the rent's so cheap. Tectonic discount.
Sammy, how long does an apocalypse last for?
Until everybody's dead.
What are we going to do?
Well, if we stay, we're likely to be burnt alive by lava. But if we leave, we'll be rounded up by the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, skinned alive and tossed into a fiery chasm. What's your poison?
What was the first option again?
Ready!
Sammy, look out! Oh, look out!
Ready!
Sammy! We're gonna die!
Stay calm! The government will know what to do!
Just repeating our earlier bulletin, Parliament House has been destroyed by a comet. At this stage, there are only 2 confirmed survivors.
I mean, how hard is it to survive the apocalypse? Run, scream, hide, and so on until you survive the apocalypse.
You know what this means, Randy?
What?
We don't have to return our DVDs anymore.
Sammy, it's Armageddon!
I know, and it costs $3 to hire per night. If we survive for a week, that's a saving of $21 in our pockets.
Sammy, focus!
Bruce Willis!
Sammy, wait! Sammy, look!
Randy! I don't want to die like this!
Oh, come on, Sammy! I thought you loved a cliffhanger!
Oh, get fucked!
To be continued.
What a night! What a night! Lots more ahead on Good News World, including our review and critique of the pictures of the week. Tony Abbott shows Afghani asylum seekers it's perfectly safe to go home. At last, an approved Catholic condom. Stay with me. Stay with me, children of God. Time now to cross to our always lovely New Zealand correspondent. What's happening with our Kiwi cousins today, Adele? Adele, are you there? What's happening with our Kiwi cousins, Adele?
Well, I don't know, Paul. I didn't know you had family here, so you're probably better equipped to answer that than I am.
No, it's a figure of speech, our Kiwi cousins, because we're so close. You're our friends, like our cousins. We say our Kiwi cousins, Australia cousins, Kiwi. What's the news, Adele? What's the news?
Well, I've made up a joke, Paul.
Oh, you've made up a joke, Adele?
What's this? What am I being, Paul? What am I? A microwave.
I see, that's nice.
But in actual news, it's been a very sad day today in New Zealand. The Department of Conservation was supposed to euthanise a whale that got stranded on an East Coast shoreline. Unfortunately, when they got there, the whale had already shot itself because it couldn't handle another beached as joke.
That's a very, very sad story, Adele.
I don't think you were even listening to it, Paul.
Yeah, the whale. You're talking about the whale and how it shot itself.
I didn't think you were listening. I just thought you were fantasising about me.
I'm sorry?
Well, I see how you look at me with your hot little front-facing eyes. And I know that when everyone else is hearing a sad story about a whale that blubbered itself to death, you're away in a fantasy world imagining that it's me frolicking in the sea instead.
I really wasn't, Adele.
There's no point in denying it, Paul. You know that there are sparks between us, and not all of them are caused by the faulty plug on the bicycle generator.
Adele, I really don't have any,
Don't be afraid, okay. Paul. I won't judge you. I'm very broad-minded.
You're broad-minded?
Well, everyone says I have a wide forehead.
Oh.
Anyway, perhaps it's time for everyone else to see the pictures that you make in your head about me when I read stuff about whales.
Adele, I don't think you're a whale. I don't have any...
I know you don't think I'm a whale. You think I'm a mermaid.
A mermaid? Oh, you've got starfish on your top. And,
Look, Paul, I'm in the water.
Adele.
Paul, I'm a mermaid. Look.
Oh, you're diving down. Adele, I'm speechless.
Well, why are you still making noises then, Paul? You haven't seen anything either. Look at this. I'm going to dive, Paul. I'm going to dive. I'm diving. I'm diving. Aquatic. Aquatic. Put your sand all over my body. And that's the news, Paul.
Oh, Adele, extraordinary. Just one question, Adele. Should those fish be up in the air like that?
They're flying fish, Paul.
Oh. I'm sorry, Adele, but we have to go. That was truly something.
Next time, Paul, I'll wear my fishnets.
Oh, thank you, Adele. Oh, we're losing contact with Adele. Adele? Adele? Adele?
Yes, Paul?
Hello again.
Hello, Paul.
You're very wet, Adele.
What I'm more concerned about is where this came from. Did you give it to me?
No.
I can't tell which one of us is making the noise. Is it you or is it me?
I think it could be your crabs.
This has gone a bit strange.
Yeah.
Hi, Paul.
Australia's next top male model. And this week, our plucky contestants completed a grueling and dangerous photo assignment in a giant vat of melted chocolate.
It's not a medium I've worked in before. I've done some work with marzipan. No, to me, chocolate was new.
Despite a spirited performance, Simi J was distraught.
Well, I strongly suspect that chocolate was not fair trade chocolate. I was literally swimming in the blood, sweat and tears of exploited children. And I'm sorry, I just really feel for them.
The Mercurial Randy is now hot favourite to win the title.
As soon as I got out of the chocolate fountain, I went straight over and put my head in the fridge. And it's hardened, and now I'm like a bowl of Cotty's Ice Magic. You could hit me with a spoon and just scoop out my brains. It'll be all chilled like an ice cream.
Tom's performance was disappointing. He seemed unable to concentrate.
Randy said he did something to the chocolate. I'm not sure what he did. But this moustache smells like ammonia.
You can lead a man to a fountain of chocolate, but you can't make him not wee in it. I weed in the chocolate fountain.
Coming up next, the judges' verdict.
Plenty more to come on Good News World tonight as our review of the week continues. Silvio Berlusconi explains the miracle of birth. No longer bound by the responsibilities of office, Silvio Berlusconi makes clear his intentions to fillet the pyramids. Well, if you didn't like the other two, you're not going to like this one. Silvio Berlusconi explains how you can tell the age of a prostitute. Be my friend! Be my friend! Ahead on Good News World, a survey says 9% of Australian workers admit drinking on the job. 81% too pissed to complete the survey. The paternity claim against Justin Bieber is dropped when DNA tests prove conclusively that he's just a big girl. The mother now claims the real father is Lady Gaga. Scientologists reject claims that their founder was a transvestite and like being referred to by his full name, Old Mother L. Ron Hubbard. We interview Satan, Lord of Hellfire, about why his face never appears on toast. Eternal optimists grieve after learning that life's rich tapestry has been destroyed by carpet moths. And we ask, since Obama accidentally referred to our Prime Minister as Julie, does that allow her one credit to call him Osama?
I'm pretending to be Julia again. You can call me the Prime Minister.
And I'm pretending to be Tony again. You can call me the next Prime Minister.
I call you something quite different, don't I, Tony? I call you a preening, God-bothering
Children, we're talking about hindsight. That's when you look back and think, gee, maybe I could have done things differently. Julia gets hindsight a lot. She's covered in hindsight. She absolutely stinks of hindsight.
Well, Tony, perhaps you also get hindsight.
Very rarely. Although in hindsight, there is probably more I could have said no about. I love saying no.
Do you have any other policies?
No. See how much I love it? Ask me anything. Go on.
Have you stopped rubbing yourself up against that portrait of John Howard again?
No. God, it feels good.
Would people really prefer you as Prime Minister?
No. Well, you got me that time, but mainly it's good. What do you regret, Julia?
What I regret, Tony, is that I've had to play with you all year.
But playing's fun.
All you ever do is say toxic tax and stop the boats, and that makes games of charades very predictable.
3 words. Sounds like pop the stoats.
And then you disappear overseas when things get too difficult, don't you, Tony?
No? Oh, that one felt good.
In hindsight, maybe you shouldn't have deserted your party while we were passing the carbon tax.
In hindsight, maybe you shouldn't have called the carbon tax when you promised there'd be no carbon tax and then you went and did a big carbon tax.
In hindsight, maybe you should have bought a pair of board shorts so we didn't have to look at your saggy little man sack.
In hindsight, maybe the voters wished they just voted for the Greens and cut out the middle bitch.
What's that sound? It's Christmas, isn't it, children? You know, Tony, there's one thing I definitely regret in hindsight.
What's that, Julia? Not talking to Malaysia before you said they'd accept our little refugees?
No.
Trying to split the tongue in when you kissed Obama?
No.
Not twisting the knife a few more times when you stabbed that little Mandarin-talking, tea-making, earwax-eating bedwetter?
Tony! That's a terrible thing to say out loud.
Well, then, in hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have said it. Sometimes, kids, it really is best to shut your gob, isn't it?
Otherwise, all that comes out is stupidity.
Or bad policies.
Or no policies.
Or incompetence.
Or sexism.
Or lies.
Or the grunting of a Neanderthal who would drag this country back to the Dark Ages because all he's interested in is power for its own sake.
Well, boys and girls, that's all we've got time for.
We want to wish you all the best for a festive season.
And don't forget to get up early on Christmas Day to give thanks to the Lord Jesus Christ.
Or just open your presents and stuff your face. Happy holidays!
Vote Liberal!
Christmas is a time of joy and goodwill, a time to run around shopping centres like total psychos, buying useless pieces of shit for people we only see once a year. To discuss the Christmas business in more detail, the CEO of the jolly season, Santa Claus. Make him welcome, Santa Claus! Santa, I understand this year will be a tough one for the Christmas industry.
No, as a matter of fact, Paul, profits are up.
Profit, Santa? You're charging for presents now? Is that what you're doing?
I've got no choice, Paul. This GFC's got me by the Christmas baubles.
Have you made any other changes in the lead up to December the 25th?
I'm afraid I've been forced to ground the entire sleigh fleet.
But who drives the sleighs?
Oh, mostly Jewish guys. You'd have to pay them overtime on Christmas Eve.
And can all the little boys and girls out there expect to receive their presents as normal, or is there going to be difficulty?
There may be some delays.
No, delays at Christmas.
It's not my fault, Paul. I've had to lay off a few elves.
How many?
2 or 3.
Well, that's not many.
1,000.
April Pie! When do we want it? Christmas Day! April Pie!
What's going on, Santa? Explain that to us.
Well, we've got some...
The elves are on strike!
The elves are on strike?
Occupy the North Pole! Santa is Satan!
Oh, stop hitting me, you dirty little elf!
Happy to do the job, Santa. Just want to get paid for it.
I offered you a 78% collective pay rise.
78% of zero is still zero. We're slaves, Paul. We're slaves. Meanwhile, this Christmas ham has given himself a bloody pay rise.
Is that true? You've given yourself a pay rise, Santa?
I call it Santa's little bonus.
Oh,
come on. I only get to come once a year.
Saint Nick, Saint Dick, more like it. Take it, you
Take it in the face! Take it in the face, Santa! Suck it back, big fella! Elf.
The name's Spinifex.
Okay, Spinifex. What exactly are your demands?
We want full eggnog privileges,
Yeah, okay.
a decent Yuletide superannuation plan, and a complete overhaul of the current occupational elf and safety regulations.
Elf and safety?
You heard me!
All right. Santa, what do you plan to do to resolve this dispute?
I'm going to have to move the workshop to Christmas Island.
And what will that mean for the little people? Little people like Spinifex.
No, I'll be fine, Paul. Don't you worry about me. I don't need this bearded git to make my way in the world. I've got a few other projects on the board.
Such as? What have you got going on?
I'm available for adults-only Christmas parties. Just go to www.pullmycracker.com for more information.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Get big, Santa!
Oh,
Take
Our contestants survived the vat of molten chocolate. They've done their best, but is it good enough? Time to face the judges.
Well, Mikey, I think the consensus is that you look like a pygmy hippo in a river of brown sludge. Let's all have a look at your chocolate chute.
Mikey's photos are bold, perhaps too bold. The judges are ruthless. Now it's Sammy's turn.
I think Sammy looks like a dead bird that's been killed by being dipped in chocolate.
What will they make of Tom's whimsical poses?
I think that Tom is horrible. See, that's what Tom needs. Look at that. That is the face of a professional. Look at that. Look at it. That's what Tom's missing. He's missing a face.
No, the expression is the cat has backed up to the curtain and it's weeing on the curtain.
Weeing on the curtain.
And it's going, what are you going to do about it, buddy? I have my rump in the air, I'm spraying your furniture.
Last contestant. How will Randy stack up?
Well, Randy, it's about that time. So let's all now have a look at your chocolate chute.
Suppose there's a... There we go. Is that what you're after?
Next week, the catwalk.
Still to come on Good News World tonight, Silvio Berlusconi releases an album of love songs, including everyone's favourite, You're 16, You're Beautiful, and You're a Distinct Risk to the Entire European Economy. We look at a hard wooden floor while wearing dancing shoes, and I think, yeah, I'd tap that. We go wild and get eaten by Bear Grylls. A pit bull terrier is rushed to the vet after it swallows a stick. and tries to fetch itself. We pick a peck of pickled peppers, then return them after realising we don't want to do a pack of pickled pepper paperwork. And in the wake of Obama's visit, Tim Matheson asks Julia Gillard what's wrong, and she replies, "What? Oh, nothing."
Now, remind me, where was it that you took your wife out for her birthday?
Sizzler.
Oh, lovely.
All you can eat.
Bay Marie.
Sneeze guard.
And remind me, where was it that you took your mistress out for her birthday?
Trader Tosco's.
Oh, fancy pants.
Gotta keep them coming back.
Remind me, where is Trader Tosco's?
Deacon.
I thought it was in Woden.
No, Deacon.
Deacon?
Not Woden.
Not Woden.
Deacon.
I thought it was in Woden.
No, it's in Deacon.
Deacon?
Not Woden.
So if I went to Woden...
We should have gone to Deacon.
Deacon.
Not Woden.
Not Woden.
Deacon.
And tell me, how do the two restaurants size up?
Well, with Sizzler, you've got soft drink refills, ample parking, and all you can eat full spread.
Full spread?
Full spread.
Oh.
With Trader Tosco's, on the other hand, and bear in mind, I'm not a gastronomist.
Me neither, mate.
Yeah.
I hate planets and stars.
But I would say that Trader Tosco's is probably the best restaurant in the Southern Hemisphere.
Oh, that's a big call. 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 That's a big call.
But I stand by my big call, as I have eaten at no less than 34 restaurants in my lifetime, 7 of which have been interstate.
And you would place Trader Tosco's at the top of the heap?
Not only that, but below it I would place all the other dining establishments that I haven't yet attended.
Even the ones in Sydney?
Even the ones in Sydney.
Oh, that's a bigger call. That's a bigger call. That's a bigger call. It's a huge call. It's a huge call. That's a bigger call.
Above the door to the dining area, there is a signed photograph of none other than former Foreign Minister Alexander Downer.
At Trader Tosco's?
No, it's Sizzler.
Oh, thank God.
Hang on. Which one are you going to go to?
Oh, I thought I was going to go to Sizzler, but I think I might give Trader Tosco's a run.
Well, who the bloody hell are you going to take to Trader Tosco's?
Mate, I have fallen in love.
You haven't.
I have.
You haven't.
Oh, I have. It's like that song, Love is in the Air.
I love the Bee Gees. All you need is love. Wop, 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 wop.
Mate, 2 words. Internet dating.
Stats?
Sprightly, 49-year-old divorcee, non-smoker, looking for NSA relationship, enjoys water sports and Greek.
Greek?
Yes, I assume it's cuisine-related.
Eggplant moussaka.
How hard is it to make eggplant moussaka?
It's quite hard.
Exceptionally difficult.
Where does she live?
Tuggeranong.
What's her name?
Deborah.
That's my mistress.
Oh, shit.
Don't go away, the Good News World Big Finish is up next, including... Oh, yeah, I see your problem. There's a Gaddafi blocking your drain. On the set of the hilarious new Libyan comedy, Weekend at Gaddafi's. Put it away! Put the gear away! They're home! Just before we go tonight, a quick thought. Sometimes a piece of music can be more than just a collection of words and notes. Sometimes it tells a story that can reach out and touch you in ways you never thought possible. Ladies and gentlemen, Sammy J and Randy.
It was a Monday when we took the car and drove it to the shops.
I think it was a Tuesday.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't. No, you're right, it was a Tuesday. 'Cause Derek had the permit.
It's a clear way on a Monday.
Yeah, but we parked there, so it must have been a Tuesday when we took the car.
Did Derek give that permit back?
He said he'd leave it when he went to Queensland.
We should chase that up.
We will.
Still,
we were in the car, driving to the shops.
I'm serious, that permit wasn't cheap.
Relax, we'll get the permit back.
That's what you said about the vacuum cleaner.
Well, that was different. He's got allergies.
Like what?
You saw the rash.
It's eczema.
He has to clean the carpet because his cat's got hairy bollocks.
You should get that thing to sex.
He can't, he breathes them. It's his way of coping with a difficult divorce.
As far as I can see, his only allergy is giving back the shit he borrows from his neighbours.
So we were driving north.
I mean, the guy can still afford to go to Noosa.
Yeah, what's your point?
He should just buy a vacuum cleaner.
Look, I lent it in good faith. How was I to know he'd take it interstate and give it to his niece for her first communion?
I didn't know he had a niece.
It's complicated. See, his sister had a friend that died. She's barren, so she felt obliged to care
So
for
it's
her.
not actually his niece?
Well, not by blood.
That's even worse. I can't believe he gave our vacuum cleaner to a random stranger.
So we were driving north.
South.
South towards the...
North?
No, it was northern suburbs.
South.
That's right, the map was upside down. But we got there in the end. Parked outside the fish and chip shop.
For a chop.
Milk bar.
Hardware.
Bake no haberdashery. It's next door.
To the house and home shop.
We went in and bought a vacuum cleaner. When we came outside, we had a parking fine.
Cause Derek had the permit.
He said he'd give it back.
He didn't.
Evidently.
I won't be paying
I'm
that.
trying to tell a fucking story.
Well, tell it then.
Yes, I will.
Good.
I'm telling it right
Well, tell
now.
it
Yes,
then.
I'm trying
Good,
to.
then tell it.
Fine, I'll tell it. We were driving home after the shops.
But when we pulled into the driveway,
Felt a bump,
got out,
and realized we'd run over Derek's cat, who was being held by Derek at the time. We took the permit from his cold dead hands and ran away. Good times. Everything I did for my Al-Qaeda brothers.
Everything I did for the Iraqi people.
Everything I did was an audition for Survivor. You know the show Survivor?
I know.
That was my life.
Well, that's the way it was where we were in the world Monday, November the 21st. What's coming up next week, Mikey?
Well, I'll be in Perth for the announcement of the new Fremantle Dockers Club song, which is called Nothing Rhymes with Fremantle.
Claire?
I'll be entering the World Buttock Decorating Competition with both buns glazing.
Sammy J?
I'll be leaving a trail of breadcrumbs behind me in case I get lost.
Randy?
I'll be eating breadcrumbs.
Cal?
I'll be disappointed when I show up at Melbourne's Sexpo ready to celebrate the number 6.
Tom?
I'll be in Sydney at the address by the managing director of LinkedIn. I'm not really sure how I know him, though.
And I'm going to the Australian Poetry Slam. Not sure why, but I really am. Maybe it's just to see the poets and tell them that their rhymes are not very good. Good night. Surprise, surprise.
Hang on a second.
The final episode of this series of Good News World will be seen not next Monday night, but next Tuesday night, November the 29th.
Here I come!
At the very special time of 10:30 p.m.
Would you shut the fuck up?
So join us next Tuesday with the wrap-up of the year 2011 from your Good News World.